besides being two famous rappers who have become successful worldwide. Eminem and Snoop Dogg are also entrepreneurs who have amassed giant wealth during their careers. But the question is, which of the two leads a more luxurious life? In this video you will watch a close battle between Eminem and Snoop Dogg. So then, let's get to the fight! Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. 1th round. Cars. Both rappers Snoop Dogg and Eminem have plenty of money to spend as they please. But which one of them is more ostentatious when it comes to luxury vehicles? Snoop Dogg, for example, loves collectibles that have historical value, such as his 1974 DeVille lowrider Cadillac, a vehicle that was once greatly admired by hip-hop groups in the 1990s, and which may currently be worth $15,000. Affectionately nicknamed the Batmobile, the rapper owns a Polaris Slingshot, a little toy that costs, without its customization, around $25,000. Some sources say that he also once owned a Chrysler 300C. This is a classic sedan equipped with a 425 horsepower engine, and a new one costs around $32,000. One vehicle that Snoop Dogg had customized to suit his taste is his Ford Mustang GT, with it getting a blue paint job and the rapper's name stamped on the car window. Although it is not known how much the singer paid on this customization, a new vehicle of this model costs around $35,000. Speaking of classic cars, Snoop Dogg also has a restored and well-maintained 1957 Chevy Bel Air in mint color, a vehicle that, being a collectible and very historic, can be worth upwards of $50,000. Raising the level of refinement and luxury, the rapper owns a Rolls-Royce Ghost, a vehicle that gives off an aura of sophistication, good taste and comfort, and costs about $310,000. Eminem, meanwhile, despite there being no records of his cars, according to GQ magazine, he has owned the following vehicles: a $60,000 Aston Martin V8 Vantage from 2006, a $80,000 Porsche 996 Turbo from 1999, a $95,000 Porsche Carrera GT from 2004, a $110,000 Audi R8 Spider, a $150,000 super sportive American car, the Ford GT from 2005, a $230,000 2012 McLaren MP4-12C, a $250,000 Ferrari 575M Maranello from 2003, a $277,000 Ferrari F430 Scuderia from 2008, a $300,000 Porsche 911 GT3 RS 4.0 from 2011. From the same brand, in 2019 Eminem acquired a Porsche 911 GT2 RS, a vehicle with a rather restricted production, having only 30 units produced, which justifies its $420,000 value. Some sources point out that he also once owned a 2011 Ferrari 599 GTO, one of the Italian super sports car brand's top-of-the-line models, which can be found on the market for sale for up to $500,000, depending on how preserved it is. Eminem finally got his hands on his own Lamborghini Aventador with 690 HP and capable of reaching a top speed of 270 miles per hour. And to get it, the rapper spent about $560,000. Since Eminem seems to like luxury cars the most, he wins this round. 2th round. Mansions. Both Snoop Dogg and Eminem are rappers with worldwide reach, and with such financial wealth, they can both afford luxurious properties. But which one of them owns a more expensive real estate portfolio? Snoop Dogg acquired his first home in 1994, with it being a large house with 6,500 square feet of total area, located in Claremont, California. The singer had already shared a little more of his residence on the MTV channels from the vault framework for his fans. The house has an ancient architecture, with a classic and rustic design close to the Italian style. And although it is not currently seen as a glamorous residence, more than 25 years ago it was considered a real mansion. The property features a recording room where Snoop could work, as well as having a beautiful outdoor area to play with his kids, complete with a basketball court and a large swimming pool. The artist even made renovations and expanded the size of the residence until he decided to sell it in 2007. To get an idea of values, he bought this property for $660,000 and later sold it for $1,800,000. In other words, he made a good deal. As his success and also his fortune increased, Snoop Dogg acquired a new and more modern mansion in the city of Diamond Bar, California. The house is inside the coveted gated community Country Estates, a residential community full of luxurious properties. This is an excellent option for celebrities who want more privacy, but don't want to give up their proximity to Los Angeles. Boasting a total area of an impressive 25,800 square feet, the home boasts 7,000 square feet of living space, spread over 6 spacious bedrooms, including the master suite located on the ground floor, and 6 bathrooms, and that's not counting the bathroom. The property's decor is quite old. After all, she was built in 1977, having a strong presence of solid wood furniture, besides having a yellowish lighting, which brings the feeling of greater coziness to rooms. The property also features a wood-paneled office, a game room with a pool table, and an excellent outdoor area with a large pool for Snoop to cool off in the hottest days, a hot tub to relax in, a barbecue area, and a court that serves for the singer to play tennis and also basketball. The rapper acquired this property in 1998, paying $720,000 at the time. Currently, his residence is valued on real estate websites at over $4 million. Also, it could be that Snoop Dogg has bought a new property, as he is always posting photos and videos in a more modern, all-black indoor basketball court, as well as having other rooms decorated with family portraits that are always backdrops for his wife's photos. Unlike other celebrities who live in Los Angeles, in upscale neighborhoods like the Hollywood Hills, Eminem prefers to live near Detroit, Michigan, the city where he grew up. His current mansion, built in 1996, is 8,900 square feet in size, located in Clinton Township, where Eminem can live quietly without straying from his roots. The mansion has a more rustic style, having a fountain at the main entrance and being surrounded by several trees. According to media reports, Eminem bought the residence in 2000 for the princely sum of $1,483,500. Raising the price further, the rapper owned another even larger mansion in nearby wealthy Michigan suburb of Rochester Hills. The contemporary architecture mansion that was built in 1986 is 17,500 square feet in size and sits on a 5.7-acre lot. Among the main rooms it has, there is the living room with wood floors and a marble fireplace, which integrates with the sophisticated dining room. There are also 10 bathrooms throughout the site, a kitchen with granite countertops, a modern billiard room, and 6 cozy bedrooms. Outside, there is a large wooded garden and a tennis court, which is also used as a basketball court, as well as having a luxurious swimming pool, which is next to a patio and a lounge with several glass doors. There is also a lake within the lot, a cabin for relaxing, and a 2,000 square foot guest house that features a spacious living room, a kitchen with wood furniture and other amenities. Before Eminem acquired the property, it was owned by former Kmart CEO Charles Conaway until the rapper bought the property in 2003 for $4,750,000. Aside from the estates in Michigan, Eminem is speculated to have once owned a luxurious residence on Viewmont Drive in the city of Los Angeles, California. The property, built in 2002, is 4,300 square feet in size and is in a prime location in the area with beautiful views of the city. Upon entering the place, it is possible to notice a modern and at the same time minimalist style, being that there are 2 living rooms in the residence, both integrating dining tables facing the glass walls. There is also a kitchen, for luxurious bathrooms with white porcelain tile floors, and other rooms to contemplate the enchanting landscapes of the region, which make this villa a great choice for those seeking sophistication and tranquility. The house also has 3 bedrooms, all of which have glass walls that bring natural light into the interior, while the master suite has doors that open onto a deck, where there is a pool with infinity edges and breathtaking views. According to rumors, Eminem sold the property in 2006, and the property is currently valued at $4,882,700. Since both rappers invest in real estate in the same price range, let's consider this round a tie. Round 3. Luxury shopping. World rappers like Eminem and Snoop Dogg tend to live quite ostentatious lives. So, in this round we're going to judge who lives the most lavishly. Unlike most rappers, Marshall doesn't seem to care much for showmanship. Some of the most expensive items he usually spends money on are watches, like a Rolex Day-Date with an unusual gold nugget bracelet. This model was certainly customized, which makes it impossible to figure out its price. But the original version of this watch costs about $25,000. Another watch that the rapper owns is an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Quantine Perpetual manufactured in 1995. And its rarity justifies its price of $100,000. But his favorite watch brand is the G-Shock, with their watches being more sporty and cheaper. Eminem really does not leave humbleness behind. Something that Eminem makes a point of investing money in his comic books. He's a big collector, and he doesn't mind having to pay a lot of money on rare magazines, like Amazing Fantasy number 15, a historical Spider-Man issue that can cost almost $500,000, depending on how well kept it was. Snoop, in turn, always likes to dress stylish, and that's why he has a lot of jewelry to compose his look, such as gold chains. In honor of his mother, for example, he has a shiny necklace full of diamonds made in New York jeweler tracks, item that must have cost a good fortune. In honor of the record label responsible for his career, Def Records, Snoop Dogg also has a gold and diamond jewel. And it seems that the singer also likes to give gifts to his loved ones. His wife, for example, posted several photos showing us the treat she got from her husband, 2 brilliant rings that seem to be covered by diamonds, which must have cost Calvin a good amount of money. His wife is also always posting her purchases from designer brands on Instagram. She owns, for example, several Louis Vuitton handbags, among them a fairly versatile handbag with multiple compartments that costs $2,360. The Game On handbag with a playing cards design, a rather exclusive item that costs around $2,700. The Onthigo model that has the brand's larger monogram prints, valued at $2,970. An artistic handbag with a design done by painter Henry Taylor, an accessory that is custom made and costs around $8,000. And a small yellow briefcase from the brand, a rather rare item that can be found for sale for $9,200. In addition, Snoop Dogg also likes to dress up in order to perform at important events. When he was announcing his star on the Hall of Fame, the rapper wore a jacket and a turtleneck sweater by Gucci, totaling more than $6,000. When it comes to watches, the singer uses some not cheap models. He has been seen at an event wearing a watch from the Joe Rodeo brand. It is embedded with diamond stones in its frame, an item that costs $6,140. Snoop also owns a Rolex Day-Date 2 made in 18-karat yellow gold with a diamond dials, a luxury accessory that costs over $52,000. While Snoop likes to dress up nice, Eminem is more into spending money on comic books, so let's consider this round tied. Fourth round. Business. Besides being great rappers, Eminem and Snoop Dogg are also successful entrepreneurs. To make his presence known in the tech business, Eminem is one of the investors in the startup Maker's Place, a non-fungible token marketplace for buying and selling digital artwork and other creations. He even released his own collection of NFTs, including a video that sold for $100,000. In total, his collection raised $1,780,000 in just one day of sales. In actuality, Eminem is always promoting his NFTs on his social media, which reaches a large audience. After all, he has over 37 million followers on his Instagram. The exact amount of the rapper's investment in the company is unknown, but he was one of the angel investors at $30 million. And surely Eminem must be already seeing some financial return from it. By making use of his fame further, Marshall also sells other products in his online stores, such as shirts printed with his album's covers and CD and DVD kits. Another of the rapper's enterprises is his restaurant called Mom Spaghetti, which already has units in his hometown of Detroit and also in Los Angeles. In the music business, in 1999 he founded his own record label named Shady Records, which has signed contracts with big names like 50 Cent. Not to mention the money the rapper has already made from advertising. As an example, he has participated in campaigns for brands such as the automaker Chrysler, M&M's Chocolates, Brisk Iced Tea, among others. Snoop Dogg is the co-founder of the capital fund Greenhouse Capital, which invests in the cannabis industry either for medicinal or recreational use. Currently, Greenhouse's portfolio is valued at approximately $200 million. Snoop Dogg is one of the few pioneers in this world to invest in this area, a market that promises to grow even more. He also has a mobile app called Rap Empire, which is a game where the goal is to build an empire through rap. Not to mention that Snoop has an online store with several of his branded products, such as clothing and his own cookbooks. Being a pretty up-to-date guy, he's also keeping an eye on technology, having invested in his own virtual land in the metaverse, as well as promising to launch his collection of NFTs. In addition, he will invest in his own brand of hot dogs. In the drinks business, the rapper has partnered with Australian wine brand, putting the 19 Crimes wine brand on the shelves. Plus, he has founded his own gin brand that has been quite successful, known as Endogagen. Speaking of advertising, Snoop Dogg has already signed big contracts to participate in ad campaigns for brands such as Hot Pocket, Pepsi, Bic, Corona, among others. And the rapper also makes money on the internet. On Instagram, for example, where he has over 78 million followers, it's a great way for him to advertise. Both rappers are great entrepreneurs, but Snoop has diversified investments, so he wins this round. Fifth round. Net worth. Rappers Snoop Dogg and Eminem have both made huge amounts of money, but which one of them is currently the richest? In addition to the income Snoop Dogg has achieved from selling his albums, having sold over 60 million copies, he pockets about $100,000 for every show he performs. That's not counting the income the singer gets from playing his songs on digital platforms. We can't forget that Snoop has also worked in films and series, such as his dubbing in the animated SpongeBob, The Amazing Rescue, Dolomite Is My Name from Netflix, among many others. In addition, the rapper has also appeared on television shows, such as the cooking show Martha and Snoop's Dinner Party. And with so many sources of income, being an established personality for so long, Calvin Cortazar has already amassed quite a net worth. In a story done by Forbes magazine in 2016, they stated that Snoop Dogg had earned $124 million in a mere decade. However, currently, as the artist has been increasingly invested in successful businesses, his net worth has probably exceeded $200 million. Eminem, meanwhile, is not far behind in that dispute. To give you an idea of the artist's relevance on the global stage, he has had 10 #1 albums on the Billboard 200, which debuted consecutively at #1 on the chart, making him the first artist to achieve that feat. There are more than 220 million albums sold, which gets him in the top 9 best-selling artists of all time. Another major source of income for the artist are his world tours. The rapper has also a very successful story in digital platforms. With over 53 million subscribers on YouTube, he is the second most followed solo singer channel, second only to Justin Bieber. Some sources estimate that Eminem earns about $20 million per year, taking into account his earnings with music, such as concerts, CD sales, and streaming platforms such as Spotify. In the years when he's actively touring to promote an album, that figure can easily approach $30 to $50 million per year. Taking into consideration his rather stable 25-year-old career, we can quite conservatively speculate that his net equity, that is, after paying all taxes, is approximately $350 million. Since Eminem has a larger net worth, he wins this round. However, in this video we are evaluating who flaunts more and who leads a more luxurious life, so let's get to the sum of the points. At the end of this battle, we have 3 points for Snoop Dogg against 4 points for Eminem, making him the winner of this battle. But if you believe that there are still other arguments to defend either one of the two, please write down below your best justification. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.